All right, everyone, welcome back. So haven't seen you guys for quite a while, but I have good reason for that absence because I'm working on recently a big augmented reality storytelling project. So I was investing most of the time in that. A little bit of a teaser, augmented reality or AR for short. This one I'm working on is specifically a mobile phone AR project. So mobile phone AR is pretty much you grab up a mobile phone, you point at some physical thing, and the augmented reality is the technology that we're going to help you overlay virtual content onto it. So you are seeing through the phone screen into a different, enhanced or totally different world, and you've got some narrative embedded in there. I'm not going to spoil too much because this is an ongoing project, but pay attention to that because I might talk about this mobile phone AR technology in the future, as is also an important part of a storytelling project. And for a refresher, if you kind of confused or haven't got an idea of what a mobile phone AR is, in my channel, I think back then I used to have a episode I specifically talked about an exemplar AR experience on mobile phone, more specifically iPhone. It's called Time Capsule. So this is the AR companion experience to the TV series For All Mankind back then. So I think the link is somewhere here on screen. So if you click that, you can have a look and it gives you a very good idea about what is mobile phone AR, how AR is different from VR, like wearing the headset thing that I've been talking about a lot. So that's the sidetrack, and this is something that's coming up to my channel in the future. So if you haven't subscribed, you should go to that. But for today, I'm not diving into AR yet. I'm still going to talk about a storytelling topic, immersive storytelling. And now if you pay attention to my channel, you notice that I've been uploading some of the vlogs, some of the piece of the project I'm working on. And there are two types that are appearing one after another all the time. One is the 360 video, one is the spatial video. And I'm using both because both of them is a good format that serves as an immersive storytelling media. And I like both so much. And today, I'm going to talk about something that I learned and I reflected during the time that I'm working on those immersive storytelling projects, especially about how I think of spatial video versus 360 video, what they are good at it, and what's each of their own specific, I would say, advantage, and where and why should I use one or another. So I think I will start with their characteristics, about what they are. So if you have been paying attention or following my channel for quite a while, you see I use both of them for immersive storytelling. And if we look at their technology or the basic of what they are, how the formats are being made, we will know how they are different from each other on some fundamental characteristics or the foundation level. Okay, so 360 video, you've heard the term a lot of times, is captured using specifically 360 camera. I have one here. This is the Insta360 ONE RS 1-inch version, and this is the working horse for most of my 360 projects. So you see that it's a very typical one. It got fisheye lenses on this side and on the other side, and then when they're working together, they capture 360 degree, which means that everything in the scene. So that's the name come from. And it captures everything around it. So, and then it gives the viewer the freedom to choose to where to look, and it normally needs a VR headset. We'll talk about that later. And this is the basic characteristic of 360 video. On the other hand is spatial video. You also heard that term a lot. It's quite different. It's from a very different camera. I also got an example here. So this is the Xreal Beam Pro. This is a phone-like device, but actually you see there are two lenses here. So the spatial video needs a camera similar to this one that has two lenses mimicking our human eye disparity between each other and capture the same thing at the same time, so to give you the stereotype 3D visual effect. So now on the format or technology level, their big difference is one is 2D, but give you 360 view of everything in the scene. Another one is 3D, but similar to a mobile phone camera or traditional TV or cinema. It has a frame that only captures what's in front of it. It has a certain limit of FOV. So that's quite a difference. Now, because of that, I noticed that I mostly using 360 video to capture the space. Say I'm traveling to some museum or some castle or some other outdoor space that many people haven't been to before. I wanted to record what the space is like and give people, the viewers of 360 video, the feeling of being in that space. I will use a 360 camera or using 360 video to capture it because that's what it's good at. On the other hand, I wanted to record a moment of something that is happening and then allow people, including myself, to revisit that moment anytime later. And once I go revisit it, I can feel I'm in the scene. Now this is different from in the space. I don't have the freedom to look around because of the rectangular square in front of it. That's a frame. But inside that frame, when I'm watching it, I can feel that I'm there. There are some people standing close to me. There's something that is far away. There's something in the middle. And I can tell in the scene what are the far close distance of the average structure of the objects, as well as if the people around me and their relationship with me and whether they are looking at me or talking to me. So those information are all captured and preserved in spatial video because of its three-dimensional or stereoscopic visual capability. And that preserves the moment. So when I look at it later, I'm not looking at something that's like a flat picture in front of me. I'm looking at something with depth and I'm part of it. So I feel like I'm in the scene and with someone beside me, someone over there. That depth information is very critical to recreate a feeling of being inside the moment. And every time we revisit those moments, I feel like they're so vivid as if I'm experiencing or going through that again. And those things, I use spatial video. And then actually I created two terms, or not created, I borrowed it from some paper I read, is people call the first one, the 360 video, the one I said good at capture space, using Spacetelling. And on the other hand, those things that is a spatial video are quite good at capture the moment, I call them storytelling. Because in one, you are mostly experiencing the space. Less likely there's a story embedded in because you got a freedom to look around. That's called narrative paradox. It's another topic which can go into a PhD level. Not going to touch that today. And on the other hand, the moment being captured where you can go through it again and again is the story that is being told. So spacetelling, storytelling, 360 video, spatial video. That's how I want to categorize them, and that is the kind of essential determine or decision that I would make in order to choose which type I'm going to use for one case, for one project, for something that I want to capture. So that's the one thing. Now, we know the terms, we know which direction are going. And I noticed there's another issue as I'm delivering a lot of those projects and then publishing many of that onto YouTube, is how people watch it. So both of them, at some extent, always require a VR headset available in order to watch this thing. And there's a problem, some challenge, that not everyone has a VR headset. Well, I believe some of you already do because they are quite cheap compared to many years ago. And even you have a VR headset, if you think about this, in conventional video, like the one you are watching now, we have so many options, so many easy way to do it. You can watch it on a mobile phone or tablet, you can leaning back on a sofa, on a chair, you just enjoy watching it. On the other hand, if you want to watch on TV, you can do it. If you want to watch it on the bus or public transportation, you can see it on the mobile phone. But that's not the case for those immersive media. You have to get your headset out, turn it on, set it up, put it on, and then click it through or fumble through something to find a video, watch it, and take it off, put it away, and get back to what are you working on before. So that operation, the term operation, is the time and effort you're gonna cost to go into that thing and then watch it, consume the content, go out, is quite high. So people are not likely to do it. It's way more complex than just watching the YouTube or those Netflix, those matured 2D type of media today. So this is a big obstacle. But I think it's overcoming there because we see some of alternative things coming, like there are AR glasses, just looks like sunglasses, you can just put it on, or even become one of your daily rocking glasses, so you can turn something on to watch a video, quickly consume it, and all the effects or the performance, the thing is still kind of a little bit far away from what TV or computer screen can do, but I can see that somehow we are going down that path and it become there. So I would say whether it's a 360 video or spatial video, the reason I'm quite like to using it and why I'm keep exploring into how we can tell a story with it, because I see the advantage. They can capture space, they can capture the moment, they are good at keeping those precious memories much better than a traditional 2D photo or video can do. And I believe those advantages will eventually or soon overcome the challenge that people consume or watch those content. And compared to many years ago, if you think, we are way more familiar and now acceptable or accustomed to using those things, whether to produce those content or consume those content. Platforms are supporting that, headsets have become more available. So that's something I really like to see. And then one day it will just become a norm that everyone will go to. The first thing go to is like, hey, there's a birthday party going on, or my friend is graduating from university today. I want to capture that moment. And the first thing we want to think about then will be 360 video, spatial video, something like that. And we'll just pull up a camera and start recording, not to think about it like, that's something too new or too difficult to do so. And when that day comes, I believe there will be so many wonderful creative projects popping up everywhere, and we all will be sitting in an immersive virtual space enjoying content coming from other people. So until then, I will say keep trying, and yeah, I will see you in next one. Thank you.